Hey everyone, this is Jeff with Gadget Prime here with another video, and today I'm doing a quick and hopefully fun comparison between the iris scanner on the Galaxy Note 8 versus Face ID on the iPhone 10. So there's been a lot of discussion lately around how new Face ID is as a technology, that it's no better than Face Unlock or iris scanning on Android devices, that Apple just kind of copied Google and Android. But what I wanted to do here was really walk through the differences in the hardware and then dive in with a quick comparison and unlocking scenarios with both of these devices. So to start off with, on the Note 8, you actually activate the iris scanning in the settings, but when you swipe up to unlock, you actually have the iris scanner LED or the iris detection LED that is going off right now, and you can see that red light. And on the right side is the iris scanner, and that's what's actually looking for your irises. And you can see that's going on. On the iPhone 10, you have Face ID, and of course, you have similar type of technology. And what it does, and it already found my face, and we'll try to get away from that. It's looking for my eyes, and you can see that blinking light. That is a flood illuminator that's actually working to see if it can, detect my face. It works with the infrared camera that's just to the left of it. And you have the dot projector all the way to the right of the notch. That is what basically projects 30,000 dots onto your face for that mapping to determine if it's actually you. So that's really the differences in the hardware. The big difference is that the iris scanner basically uses an infrared iris type of light, whereas the iPhone uses a dot illuminator, a dot projector, and that is what is used to calculate the map of your face. So as we go into it, let's look at each of these individually. And on the Note 8, you can swipe up, and you can change this in the settings I'll show you later. Once you swipe up, it's looking for your eyes, and you can see the camera image at the top. And once it sees me, it asks me to hold the phone closer, which I have to be about a foot or less away. So again, let's try that again. Unlock the device, swipe up, and there you go. That is the way that the Note 8 operates. Again, one more time. Unlock it, swipe up, looks for my eyes, unlocks it pretty quickly. Now, compare that to the Face ID on the iPhone 10. So of course, you have the auto wake, lift to wake. You can double tap the screen or press the power button. So we'll go ahead and lift to wake. And it unlocks right away. So you saw that icon with the unlock. Now the big difference here is, of course, you had to swipe up to open the iPhone once it unlocks. Or you can also swipe up first. It'll ask you for Face ID. And if once it sees you, it'll unlock. Now, if it doesn't recognize you, as you guys saw, it'll bring up the pin pad for you to enter in your actual pin. But it'll also keep on looking for your face in the event that it finds it. And just like you saw, it found mine and unlocked immediately. So again, one more time. Relatively quick. Unlocks pretty quickly. You saw that lock icon. And you can also double tap. And there it goes. One thing is that you can be a little bit further away from the actual device with Face ID for it to unlock. And it doesn't actually need to look for your eyes. It does look for your eyes, but it's also looking for your entire face. And so the angles I've noticed are a little bit different as well. And I'll show you guys that comparison in a little bit. So on the Note 8, one of the cool things is that you can change the way that this works by going into the settings and going into lock screen and security, going into iris scanner. It'll ask for my PIN. And here you can look at a couple of different things. Iris unlock when screen turns on. So as soon as the screen wakes, it'll start looking for it if you toggle that on, which I'll show you. And you can actually do different types of masks when it comes to that little preview that the top of the screen shows. I have this, spaceship looking one. You can also switch it to that. So we'll switch it there. Makes it a little bit more fun if you're into that sort of thing. So now the difference is once the screen turns on, it'll immediately start looking for my eyes. So you saw the light come on pretty much right away, and it's asking me to hold the phone closer, and it sees my eyes, and it unlocks. So let's try that one more time. Unlocks pretty quickly, but I do have to make an effort to look at the device without trying to stare at that iris detection LED, since they say that could be bad for your eyes, so keep that in mind. So works well. It's relatively quick, I should say, but it's not as convenient, I would say, as Face ID on the iPhone. And the main reason for that, I think, is because of the fact that you have to basically stare at the screen a little bit longer before it'll unlock. And if you're kind of at the wrong angle, the actual sensor and the iris detection LED won't be able to see your eyes. And so it takes a little bit longer for it to register. So looking at both devices, we'll do a side-by-side test. And we'll unlock and swipe up on the iPhone. And I'm in on the iPhone, and I need to get closer for the Note 8 to work. Again, we'll try that one more time. So iPhone is already unlocked, and you swipe up. The Note 8, I have to get in closer. Let's do it in hand. Bring them both up. And they both unlocked, but I think you guys saw the actual iPhone 10 Face ID unlocked a little bit quicker. So one more test. So both screens are on. The Note 8 is asking me to code it a little bit closer. So that's a quick comparison between these two devices. The other thing I want to note is that the actual iris scanner on the Note 8 needs a more specific angle for it to work. So I'll demonstrate that really quick. I'll turn them both on, and I'll slowly bring it up to my eyes so we can see when it unlocks. So the iPhone unlocked with that angle, and the Note 8 needs me to continue to bring it forward and closer to my eyes in order for it to work. So let's try that one more time. We have both angling them up. The iPhone unlocks. The Note 8 still needs to hold. There we go. Hopefully we can show that one more time. There we go. The 10 already unlocked. The Note 8 needs a little bit of an angle and a little bit closer to my face in order to unlock. So that's a quick comparison between these two technologies. I would have to say that Face ID is much easier to use, and it's not quite as good as Touch ID in all situations, but it is quite good. And in the half a week or so that I've had the iPhone 10, I've had no problems with unlocking it. The one big difference, though, is on the desk. It does struggle, obviously, with the angle. You can't really see my eyes or my face when it's on a desk like this. But neither can the Note 8. And because the fingerprint sensor on the Note 8 is on the back, you also have to actually work with your phone in order to unlock it when it's in a situation like this. Other phones, especially the older Galaxy devices, the OnePlus 5, they have the fingerprint sensors on the front, which made it easier. Obviously, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus also had the Touch ID on the front, which made it easy to unlock the phone when it's sitting on your desk like this. But with the iPhone 10, I've noticed I can actually keep it on the desk and just kind of hover my head closer over it, and I'll try that with you guys now, and it'll actually unlock. So you guys saw that. I had to kind of get closer to the device, but obviously when it's sitting at my desk, I'm a little bit closer to it. And it does work, but I do have to angle my face in a certain way. It makes me kind of feel funny when I do that. But with the Note 8, you kind of have to go really far over it, and then it'll finally unlock. So that's not really suitable when you're sitting at your desk. If you do have a phone stand at your desk, obviously that helps quite a bit because of the angle. But anyways, I'll cut the video off there. If you guys have any questions, please leave me a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe for more. Thanks, everyone.